During the 1990s, Moscow and Beijing signed many major arms deals, typically a contract to sell, license, and transfer technology to produce Su-27 heavy fighters to China. Thought Russia could get a lucrative deal by selling fighters to China, but this was a regrettable deal for them. Initially, Russia agreed to allow China to produce Su-27 fighters under license on the condition that the country had to order a large number of Su-27. Specifically, China initially signed the first contract to buy 26 Su-27 SK aircraft in 1991 and became the first foreign customer of this fighter. The second batch, consisting of 22 Su-27 aircraft, was signed in 1993. The third batch, consisting of 28 aircraft, was signed in 1996. In total, China has 76 Su-27 SK aircraft imported directly from Russia. After that, the factory was built in China to produce about 300 Su-27 SK with the designation J-11. However, soon after about 100 units were produced, Beijing announced the suspension of the contract. The reason given by the Chinese side was that Russia did not transfer the technology for manufacturing engines and avionics to it. In addition, the Russian-made fire control system is not suitable for Chinese-made missiles, so Beijing is forced to import missiles from Russia to equip the J-11 fighter. International analysts said that the reason China unilaterally cancelled the contract because it was able to copy this fighter domestically at a much cheaper price than continuing to buy it from Russia. Further, Beijing is also planning to gradually export this fighter to directly compete with Russia's Su-27 and Su-30 series. Chinese weapons are often promoted with high-end features at half the price, even one-third of the fighter that it copies. Russia now recognized the real threat, but it was all too late. Even Russia's discontinuance of some important electronic equipment has not made it difficult for China. Beijing immediately continued to assemble the J-11 alone without the need for components and materials from Russia. All equipment used to assemble the J-11 is domestically produced in China, including the engine. The J-11 is a single-seat, twin-engine fighter based on the design of the Su-27. Like the original Soviet version, the J-11 is also an air superiority fighter. To date, a total of about 300 J-11 fighters have been produced in China, and production is still ongoing. The J-11 assembly plant is located in Zhejiang, northern China. Variants of the Chinese J-11 include the J-11A, B, BS, D, J-15, and J-16. They are all in service with the Chinese Air Force and do not have any export versions. The first 100 J-11s were completed with Leoka Sarton AL-31 engines, in accordance with the terms of the contract. However, the next ones, including the J-11B and J-16, all use Chinese-made WS-10A engines. The performance of the Chinese-made J-11 version is considered close to the performance of the Russian Su-27. Even the J-11D version is said to be on par with the Russian Su-30SM. Chinese fighters have copied the entire design of the Su-27, so that it is indistinguishable with the naked eye, and even the electronic equipment is similar to the original version. Specifically, the Chinese J-11 is equipped with the NIIP Tikhomyrov N001V radar, the GSH-31 automatic 30mm cannon, and the Vimpel NPO missile system, all of which are Russian-made. Regarding the J-11A fighter, this is basically the same version as J-11, but with slight improvements in equipment with a new generation flight control system designed by China. The J-11B is a fully domestic version of the J-11 family, with fully localized radar, flight systems, and weapons. Some resources said that the localization rate of the J-11B could be up to 90%. The J-11BS is a two-seat version of the J-11B, with both combat capabilities and additional training capabilities, very similar to the Russian Su-27QB. The first Chinese version of the J-11BS was revealed in 2007. The J-11D is a deeply improved version of the J-11B, with a new active array radar and improved WS engines. A few other upgrades to the J-11D include a redesigned cockpit, which applies radar-absorbing materials that make it harder to detect. It has added two weapons hardpoints, compatible with new electronic suppression and anti-suppression equipment. On the basis of the J-11, China continues to successfully develop the J-15 and J-16. These are all extremely powerful fighters with very good combat ability. They will continue to compete with the Su-27 and Su-30, and even the Russian Su-35. With the success in copying and upgrading the Su-27, it is clear that China does not need the original Su-27 anymore, and they did not hesitate to discard the Su-27 purchased from Russia, even though they are only halfway through their life cycle. From traumatic experiences in the past, in the sale of Su-35 to China, Russia surrendered all important details, especially the engine of the Su-35. If intentionally opened, those parts will be destroyed, and China's hope to once again hack the Su-35 like it did with the Su-27 will never come true. My video about the Chinese Su-27 ends here. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel.
Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.